Hello, welcome to Intense Tarot 2222. Today we're going to do a quick reading to see what the current energy is of the Divine Masculine. Spirit, what's the current energy of the Divine Masculine? Spirit, the current energy of the Divine Masculine. Alright, so about 3 cards popped out. The first one is Page of Cups in the upright. The Chariot in the reverse. And the Five of Pentacles. So I am hearing that the Divine Masculine is currently in his feelings. Also hearing they're kind of looking at themselves like a joke right now. With the Page of Cups, you know, he's got the silly fish coming out the water, all the emotions. So I think he's in his feelings right now. I do have the Chariot in reverse. It looks like there's some blockages of him moving forward towards the Divine Feminine right now. And then with the Five of Pentacles, I feel like he's having a bit of depression, possibly money issues that he's focused on, and that may be why he's not communicating at this time, or communicating clearly if you are in communication. So let's clarify this Chariot in reverse and see what's blocking the Divine Masculine from coming forward right now. So we did get the Sun in the upright. So I'm hearing that the issue is not the Divine Feminine. He's still looking towards her as a sun. You know, Spirit's still moving him towards the Divine Feminine, even though there are blockages right now. Again, whether that's financial or he's having some depression, things like that. It could be the dark night of the soul. So Spirit, please clarify the Chariot. We have the Four of Wands came out in the reverse. So again, there's some blockages, but this is definitely like twin flame energy, union energy, but it's in the reverse. So that means, you know, it may not be time for union right now. If you are a twin flame that's in union right now, this is clearly communication blockages. So, you know, whatever Divine Masculine's going through, he may not be openly and clearly communicating about that at this time. Alright, since we did get the Four of Wands in reverse, we're going to get clarification on what the blockage is towards union right now, what that energy is blocking the union. So Spirit, please clarify the Four of Wands in reverse. Alright, a couple cards popped out. We have the Two of Wands in the reverse. And we also have the Star in reverse. This could be a third party situation blocking this union. It looks like Divine Masculine's like waiting for kind of like clarity to come in, or maybe that money to come in, maybe for Dark Night of the Soul to kind of end, for them to feel more confident in themselves, confident that they can provide for you together. And Divine Masculine can also be female, so that's not about the gender, it's more of the masculine energy. That's what we're talking about here with Divine Masculine. Alright, what does Divine Masculine want Divine Feminine to know right now? I'm also hearing right now space. So if you are in union, give Divine Masculine some space, so they can get clarity on their energy and how they're feeling, so they have space to think about when they're ready to communicate, you know, clearly what do they want to say and how do they want to say it. If you're in separation right now, give them space, so don't, you know, blow up their phone, don't randomly show up where they frequent. Divine Masculine's asking for space at this time. Alright, so Spirit, can you please clarify the Sun card? Again, what messages need to come through from Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine by now? Spirit, what messages does Divine Masculine want to send through? Alright, so we have the Strength card in the upright. So I feel like Divine Masculine is saying to Divine Feminine, stay strong. You know, we do have the Sun card, so it's like strength, it's like hang in there. Everything's gonna happen in divine timing. Sorry, in divine timing. So those periods of separation, or when you're not in communication or speaking clearly, whatever that is for your situation, that's where you have time to focus on yourself, so that when you do have union, or when you are like communicating more clearly, you're gonna be ready for it. So again, you know, a lot of these twin flames are not ready for your union at this time. There's more work to do on self. And if it's not work, if you're like, you know, happy with where you're at, I feel like we can all be improving all the time. But if you're like, I'm doing everything, I feel happy, I feel ready, sometimes we have to give the Divine Masculine space to catch up. So what I want to do is get some angels and ancestor clarity on the Strength card. So how can Divine Feminine stay strong, or what message essentially does Divine Feminine need at this time from the angels and ancestors? So we have the Eagle card, see from a higher perspective. So this is saying, look at things from a different angle, fly higher, and see new possibilities. The eagle is a powerful, strong, and courageous guide who is able to see for miles. He approaches all things with intelligence, grace, and poise, and has the capacity to make a plan from a higher space before putting it into action. When the Eagle card appears in a reading, it shows that you have a real ability to take things higher and to move beyond the limitations of your ego and your selfish desires. So it's like looking outside of this connection, trusting divine timing. Your ego, can essentially put you in a place where there's all these illusions, like, oh, divine masculine doesn't want to be with me, it doesn't love me, it doesn't, whatever it is for your situation. It's like we need to look outside of that. Divine masculine could be going through things in their personal life that they're not ready to share. They could not be feeling like they're enough. That's what I'm hearing right now. They feel like they're not enough. So there's things they want to work on so that when you do come into union or clear communication, that they're ready for it. They're not bringing all this baggage. If it is a third party situation, they're bringing their best. So it's like, look outside of the way that you're feeling, the way you're perceiving things, and look at the bigger picture. Yeah. So the extended message is, if there are other people involved, you are being guided to see things from everyone's perspective. So when it is third party situation, when there's children involved, different things involved, we need to look at everyone's perspective. If you are feeling the need for something to change, how can you take the higher road? Know that if you have intentions that aren't for the highest good, it will only hold you back. The eagle brings the energy of healing and love directly from the heart of Father Sky and invites you to do all things from a place of love. So what I'm seeing in this reading, and what I'm hearing, is the strength, like where you can find strength from right now is love. So that's self-love. You can still, energetically send divine masculine love. But in the 3D right now, they're asking for space and trust. So trust in union, trust it's coming. There's no time frame on that. So this is a soul connection. You share the same soul. So you need to trust. You need to trust yourself. You need to trust them, that it's all divine timing, and that they do love you and want to come in like when they love themselves and they're ready. Alright, so look outside of your current perspective on these things, and also like just get out of your mind. That's what I'm hearing, is get out of your mind. Don't focus on this. Go to meditation right now, go to physical activity, yoga, get outside, go on a walk, and give them space. And the time where you have space, it's a time for you to grow. So that's what we have from that deck. I'm also going to get you a message from the Crystal Spirit deck, and this is going to be for you, Divine Feminine. It's going to be a message from Spirit about this situation, but also like more about yourself. So Spirit, what crystal message do our Divine Feminines need to hear right now? So we have Malachite, the essential meaning is clarity of thought and emotions, the right use of intellect, integrating thoughts, and intuition. Overthinking can make you feel like you are starting to lose it, but Malachi's spirit has appeared to let you know that there's a difference between unproductive ruminating and taking the time to apply logic that can help you make sense of what you know. Reasoning with clarity means the right use of your intellect as you consider all the evidence you have encountered. This includes evidence produced by opening yourself to messages from the conscious universe through your first sense, intuition. Your reasoning powers are at their peak right now, so let go of any old beliefs that would make you doubt Malachite Spirit's message, which is to trust that you are smart enough to sort through all the information before you. So what I'm hearing is, like, you already know, right? Like, you know this is your twin flame. You know union's coming. You don't know when. It could be a day, a week. It could be a year. It could be multiple years. It could be another lifetime, right? So you're smart enough to sort through the information before you and, you know, like, trust your intuition. So that doesn't mean overanalyzing and overthinking everything. It's like you intuitively already know, and you know that your twin's going to come to you when they're ready. Divine masculine a lot of times has to catch up to divine feminine. So I'm hearing ego too. Like, a lot of divine masculines, they get really in their ego, and they need to catch up to you as far as spiritual growth, as far as, I'm hearing like letting down walls. So it's like spirit is guiding them to you, but their ego's getting in the way. So it's like they also know, but it's more like unconscious, like subconscious. So with this card, there's also a relationship message, so we're going to get into that as well. Are you trying to justify knowing what you know? This is really funny because it's just what I was saying. Malachite Spirit is here to tell you that you are both smart and wise. When you consider what is currently happening with your relationships, right thinking is married to your inner wisdom, which is guided and provided by the conscious universe. Trust that you have the ability to balance the incoming messages from your rational self and the part of you that just knows. Honor your emotions, but be guided by the conscious universe and your intellect to help you make decisions. For your emotions right now may be an echo of the past, out of proportion what is happening today. With what is happening today. Meditate, and it will be easier to see the evidence and use valid reasoning and intuition to weigh it. Malachite Spirit has appeared to tell you something very important, that you know more than you think you know. Have you given your power away when it comes to building wealth, fearing that you can't be trusted to figure out your finances? Do you feel unworthy of abundance because you fear you will squander it? Too often, old stories rooted in scarcity thinking shape our attitudes towards prosperity. You are reminded now that you have what it takes intellectually to make sense of your financial situation and grow your wealth. The conscious universe will send signs that you are on the right track, so free yourself from the old fears and begin trusting yourself. Okay, so Spirit's also saying during this time, in separation or less communication, get out of your head, get out of your head towards the relationship with your twin flame and towards union. Get out of your mind about that. Shift your focus over to your money. Okay, you don't need anyone else for your money. You trust yourself, trust your intuition, girl or boy, divine feminine. I'm talking to you, either gender, all genders, they, them, whatever you resonate with. I'm talking to all of you divine feminines, that it's time to get your money. Okay, so if you're doubting yourself and your abilities for financial freedom, whatever it is right now, Spirit's telling you it's time to shift your focus on your money. So if you're ready for, I'm hearing like promotion at work, keep working hard, focus on your work right now. You can do it. You can get that promotion. If you're starting a business or thinking about starting a business or already run a business, it's a great time to start it. It's a great time to start something new and creative inside your business, or to get creative on what business you can start. You know, divine feminine and divine masculine, they are here together, and when they come into union, it's like there's a mission, right? A mission that you're going to be on together. So instead of focusing on what that is and what this union's going to be, it's like developing your own skills right now so that you can bring that to the table with you in the future. And if you're already in union, keep developing your skills and get that money. Okay, so about the super attractor deck here, we're going to get you a card. It's going to help you with getting that money, maybe manifest that money. So in your meditation, when you're meditating, go ahead and do some manifestation meditations that are financial based or binaural beats. These are all things you can find on YouTube. Just search them, and do like an abundance frequency, financial gain frequency, something like that. So now's the time to do some manifestations about money. If you're spending your time doing, you know, manifestations on your twin, bringing them in and stuff like that, the message right now is to shift your focus to your money. We came here to be abundant, and it's our divine right to have that wealth. Don't forget that. Ooh, I got chills when I said that. It's like we already know that. Some of us aren't taking action toward that right now. So this is your sign that it's time. So we had a couple cards pop out. The universe powerfully responds the instant I realign with love. So I believe this is saying to align yourself with self-love, and the universe is going to bring in that money for you. When I live and act from a place of spiritual alignment, I can trust that everything is working out for me, even if I don't know when or how it will happen. So this is inviting you to have spiritual alignment with yourself. A great way to do that, again, is meditation, and then having trust. So trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, and it's like you don't need all the answers. We don't have to know how or when this union is going to happen, how or when this money is going to come in, but we trust it's coming in. So there's like two parts of that, right? It's like the one part is trusting and having faith that the money is coming in. The other part of it is also taking action daily. So if you're having your own financial issues right now, it's like, what steps can I take today to bring in more wealth? So we ask for the wealth, we trust it's coming, we also take action. Okay, so it's not only manifestation, it's taking action as well. I can do less and attract more. So I'm actually hearing from so this is gonna have a couple things too in this card. I can do less and attract more. So for some of you, this is like, I want to say this in a nice way, it's not a put down way, but it's even like if you wear a lot of makeup all the time, like I'm talking a lot, you can wear a little bit less and still be attractive, and maybe even more attractive. So it's like trusting also, like the way we are is beautiful. Like I don't care what you look like, how you feel about the way you look, but you are beautiful, and you are beautiful to someone. Take steps to be beautiful to yourself and for yourself. And when we feel great, like when we look great, it makes us feel great. So definitely self-care is still important. Also with self-care, it's like you have to realize with if you are going to start a business or you want that promotion at work, it's like up your self-care, because with attracting wealth and money, if you're interacting with people or it's video calls, if it's online right now, you want to take care of your appearance. Not only will you feel better, but that generally will help you like attract more wealth as well. So going back to this card, I can do less and attract more. It's even like less thinking about your twin is going to attract them more, because you're focused on yourself. It's going to bring them in faster than focusing on them. And for some of you, it's a message that you can work less and attract more. So for some of you that are like in a workaholic mode, I'm not putting that down at all. Like, being a hard worker is very important and very honorable. However, sometimes with that, like going back to the Eagle card and like higher perspective, sometimes we need to do meditation or clear our mind, go for a walk in nature, and be like, why am I working in this way so hard? Is there some way I can do less but earn more? And I know, like, if you don't have experience like actually seeing that in your life, it can be a concept that's kind of foreign. We feel like we have to work like, this isn't for everyone, but there are some of you that need to hear this, that that you can literally work less and attract more. So a lot of you that are going to be switching over to like being a business owner or running something like that, this is a message like, if you're overworked in your current job right now, take steps essentially to get out of that and make like your own money your own way. And I want to caution you with this, like, if you're making a transition like that, make sure like you are thinking it through. It's not just like go in and like quit this job today. And like, personally, I have done that, but I also know the risks of doing that. So you have to either have savings backed up or have like a business plan implemented. So some of you need to do research right now to figure out how you can do less and attract more. So for some of you, that's like energetically and like, yeah, like energetically, and for others of you, it is like you're working yourself to death right now and it's just like too much for you, and like you have a divine right to wealth. So you need to look out of your current like work job situation and do less so you can attract more. So it's going to mean something different for everyone, but just explore that. I can decide today to recalibrate my energy and commit to love and joy. So regardless of what's going on in your life right now, we have inner peace. We can commit love and joy to ourselves. That's inside of us. Outside things cannot affect us when we don't let them. It's not saying those outside things are not valid, that what you're feeling is not valid, but we can still commit ourselves to staying in a state of love and joy. And if you're not in a state of love and joy, that's where like your meditation focus needs to go. It also is where I'm hearing you need to evaluate what's in your life, who's in your life, and look at clearing that out. So for Divine Feminine, that may be your blockage to Union 2 is like on your side of it is like you need to be more in love and joy. Whatever is affecting your inner love and joy, you need to look at what you can clear out, so that you have space inside yourself for the love and joy, and you create that space. Okay? As soon as I choose to see the light in the dark corners, I redirect my power toward what I want. So in this reading, the message is to focus on your money. So redirect your power towards what you want financially. So I'm going to share with you something I've tried before. This is definitely not a guarantee, but it's something you might want to just search online and look into. So there's something you can do. You can take a bay leaf, literally like what grandma put in the soup, the big long bay leaf. Write the dollar amount that you want to manifest into your life, write it on the bay leaf, and then stick it into your wallet. So get a clear goal on what that amount is. If it's your first time trying it, you may want to go for something like near future amount. If you have a business or you're doing investments, like things like that, it could be a bigger amount. Or you can just really try to manifest, a large number there. So that's also going to be different for everyone. I personally have done that before, and it has brought money into my life. Okay, so I wanted to just share that. If you've never heard of that or tried it, let me know. If you do try it in the comments, let me know how that works out for you. And with that too, it's like not putting a time frame on that. Then once the money does come in, you can get rid of the bay leaf. So yeah, so a lot of us, it's like taking this time right now to get clear about what we want. And for those of you who are like overwhelmed, working too much, a lot going on in your life, you need to slow down and redirect your power towards what you want. Write it down. The first video I made too, I was talking a lot about journaling and things like that, and it's like, write it down. And if you don't know what you want, like, that's okay too. Or at least now you don't know. It gives you a time to like create goals. I used to struggle with creating goals, and for a while my goal was to get a goal. So again, with the bay leaf and with manifestation too, it's like you set that intention of what you want, whether it's work, job, business, a dollar amount of money, and then we direct our power and take action towards what we want. And this message is like financial prosperity, wealth directed right now. So I'm gonna do just one more card for you today, Divine Feminines. This is gonna be from the Rumi deck. So I want to get you something to think about with your financial goals, your money, your career. Yeah, let's give you one message about your money. So Spirit, what is a message for our Divine Feminine about getting their money? A message about getting that money. Woo. Cards flying out of there. Spirit, what is the message about getting that money? When you light your lamp, you are not one, you are thousands. So I like that. I got that, dollar amount in thousands. For some of you, I'm hearing that's millions. And again, we're not putting a time frame on that. We're just trusting that it's coming. So when you light your lamp, you are not one, you are thousands. I feel like in some ways too, that can be like if you are a business owner, like going bigger. Like if you're selling something, think in thousands. If you're hiring people or you want to have a bigger like corporation, something like that, think in thousands. I feel like with you are not one, it's like you're not alone. There's people there that want to help you with your goals and your manifestations as well. So coming from a place of joy and love, you will attract people that are going to help you with your goals as well. So if you are journaling, I would go ahead and write this down in your journal, and then like interpret it for yourself, like what you think about it. Use it to create your goals. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to leave you with for this reading. So again, Divine Masculine is saying he needs space, and Spirit is saying that you need to focus on your money and get that money, Divine Feminines, okay? Alright, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can leave me in the comments what kind of videos you want to see, what kind of messages you want explored in my readings, things like that. So that's what I have for you. Thank you for joining me.